So she was like, well, I'll pay you if you don't press charges.
And shocking allegations against Bernalillo County's top prosecutor.
Albuquerque police say they have enough evidence to charge District Attorney Kari Brandenburg with bribery and intimidating a witness.
They say she offered to pay off people so they wouldn't press charges against her son. She says she did nothing wrong. News 13's Chris McKee just obtained the massive case file. He's been poring over the documents and is live at the DA's office with what he's learned. Chris?
Jessica and Dean, that file contains discs full of lapel camera video from investigators, also hundreds of pages of documents with conversations that Brandenburg had. But Brandenburg has serious issues and concerns about the investigation.
I'm not running from anything.
Facing up to allegations that she bribed and intimidated witnesses in criminal cases involving her son,
I am absolutely clear that I did nothing wrong.
Kari Brandenburg fiercely defended herself today, claiming she's never tried to help get her son out of trouble by paying victims off.
That act would be illegal, and I said I did not, absolutely without any hesitation, doubt, or question, commit any criminal offense.
But Albuquerque police think otherwise. They investigated Brandenburg for a year in 2 criminal cases involving her son, Justin Koch. Koch is accused of stealing a gun, jewelry, and electronics last year from 2 friends and a couple he used to live with. APD says evidence shows Brandenburg contacted the victims in both cases through Facebook, emails, and phone calls. Lapel camera video shows police speaking to some of Koch's alleged victims.
His mom actually called us and was like, please don't press charges, I'll reimburse you. But Kari Brandenburg.
Brandenburg refused to say today if she's ever contacted the victims.
That's discussing the facts of the case, and I'm not going to go there.
The DA says she didn't know she was under investigation and still hasn't even seen it.
We have serious concerns about the investigation. Key people were not interviewed, including myself.
The investigation comes as Brandenburg's office is reviewing the James Boyd shooting and could press charges against officers involved. News 13 asked Brandenburg about why she thinks she's under investigation now.
If you're standing here in front of us and saying that you've done absolutely nothing wrong, morally, ethically, legally, whatever, why would APD spend a year investigating you for something like this and then send a case up to the Attorney General's office and leak it to the Journal?
I have no idea. I have no idea. I don't get that I'm soft on cops from APD.
Brandenburg told us today she has no plans of resigning or taking a temporary leave of absence of any kind. We asked APD for an interview about this case today, but they say they are not commenting on it. The AG's office says it will be a while before they decide whether or not Brandenburg will be charged. Back to you, Jessica.
Okay, Chris, Koch hasn't been charged with burglary or larceny for any of the cases we just told you about, but he does have a long history. News 13 dug into his criminal past and found 2 DWI arrests, along with charges for shoplifting, forgery, and larceny. It looks like it may be a while longer before we learn if the DA will charge the officers involved in the James Boyd shooting.
I think we said that we expected something next year is what I intended on, saying in the spring of next year.
Originally, Brandenburg said she expected to have a decision by the end of the year. Brandenburg has never charged an officer in a shooting.